Good morning, you guys. I know it's been a while since I made videos, but I'm coming back to do more for you guys, and I hope you guys continue to watch my videos. This video, I wanted to share with you guys my birth story. I have a daughter named Layla. She is amazing. Oh my gosh, like, she's completely different from the boy. She is very wild. She is learning so fast. Like, I can't keep up with her. So, but anyways, yeah, I wanted to share with you guys my birth story. But while I'm doing that, I also want to show you guys some snacks that I got at the 99 Ranch when we went to Santa Monica the other day. This is mixed congee. I always see people eating this on TikTok or YouTube, and I always wonder like what it was. I thought it was like a soup or something, but then I realized they're eating mixed congee. And I remember that I used to eat something like this with my dad, and I enjoyed it back then, so I'm hoping this one is really good too. And also I love almonds a lot, so I saw these at 99 Ranch as well. This is a matcha flavor, and I've been drinking a lot of matcha flavor drinks from like Starbucks and like Gongcha and all that, and I'm hoping that this is good. And this one too, like Vietnamese ice, like, or Vietnamese coffee almond, like I didn't think that they would make something like this, and it's very interesting, so I'm hoping that this is good. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this, okay? And also they have like a can opener, so let's see. Okay. So it looks very very thick inside. You know what? I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna go ahead and eat out of this. So it looks like there's like beans and rice, and it's kind of like this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try and see if it's good. I don't know if I like it. It's because the beans kind of remind me of, so when I always go to my parents in Sacramento, there's a store that I go to. It's called Wing Wall, and they sell like boiled peanuts, and I feel like the peanut just tastes exactly like it. So it's like, it's sweet. It's not overly sweet. It is honestly different from the one that my dad used to eat. I think what he ate before was kind of like more like a red bean, but like I said, this one's more like that peanut that I ate in Sacramento. It's okay. But it is something where like I can't finish, so will I get it again? Probably not, but I would like to try different flavors. They have different ones out there, so okay. But anyways, my birth story. So Layla, she was supposed to be born on November 23rd, 2024, and it was weird because like I was at that week where I was supposed to give birth, and it just didn't feel like she was coming out anytime soon. So it was November 21st. We decided to do it early Thanksgiving, just in case like When the baby gets born, we kind of like avoid going out. So yeah, we ended up doing it early. I was constantly on my foot that day, cooking, cleaning, and everything. And I thought, okay, I get to enjoy my Thanksgiving and then get a rest for another day, and then I'll give birth. But like after enjoying the day, everybody went home, we cleaned and everything, we went to bed. And then while I was laying down, I felt like water just gushing out. And I thought like, and it stopped. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just wait, because maybe it's just, like how like females have like a lot of discharge around their pregnancies. So I thought like maybe that could be the thing. So I waited because Ryan already fell asleep. So but then I felt it again, and I woke up Ryan and I was like, babe, I think something's going on. I think my water broke. And then like I was like, you know what, let's wait a little bit. And then it came back and I was like, you know what, yes, like it is. So we quickly like got up and I went to go check quickly in the bathroom. And yes, it looked like it was all soaked, my pad. So we quickly grabbed our stuff. And it was a school night still too. So we had to tell like my in-laws like, can you take the kids to school because I think my water broke. So they're like, yes, like go get your stuff and go. And then me and Ryan, we went. And then we got to the hospital about like, I would say almost midnight. And then we got into the I don't remember which area it was, but before we got into the labor delivery, she tested to see if it was my water, and it was. So yes, I was. But then at that time, I think I was only, I think 3 centimeters dilated. So we waited there for like another, I would think like another hour. But even like while waiting, there was a lot of people also giving birth. I'm gonna go ahead and try this matcha. Also giving birth that night. So like but anyways, I didn't think of it like it was gonna be a rough night, but I'll get more into it. So oh, first thing, like you open it's like all like clumped together. Looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. Let's see. Okay, here you go. I'm trying to go. Okay, there you go. I was trying to taste like that matcha flavor. It took a little while because not bad. You can honestly, like, you can taste the matcha, but it's not as strong. But it's pretty good. Anyways, okay. So eventually they sent us into the labor delivery room, and I was fine. I was like enjoying it. But the reason why it got worse is just because I didn't never experience this at all with having Jesse or Micah. Like, I felt like the nurse was just constantly gone. And I know she was also having like other people like giving birth, but I just thought like she wasn't really like she didn't really care about this. That's how I felt, because like she would ask us like what do we need, and then we would tell them like water or like something, and we would never get it. And the sad thing is that the charge nurse was the one that was with us majority of the time. And yeah, and I felt like the nurse was never there. we got into the labor delivery, I believe, like maybe like around like 1. And I was doing fine. Everything was going well. I ended up taking, I believe, a little nap. And then honestly, it's really like everything, I don't really remember too much just because it was a rough night. And then I started feeling like contractions, like I felt it in the other room, but I started feeling it more in the labor delivery. And at that time, I think when the charge nurse had checked me, it was at 6. And for me, I cannot let go of the epidural, so I need the epidural. So I think it's called the triage room. When we're in that room, she said they were calling for a epidural. And then when we got back into the room, the nurse also said they got the epidural coming. And then the charge nurse also said the same thing. And we're waiting constantly for that epidural because my contractions are getting stronger. And this is completely different because I got my epidurals for my 2 boys right away when I got in. And but for some reason we were just waiting, like there's nothing coming, like what's going on? And I was getting more like contractions were getting stronger and stronger. And we never really saw the nurse that night. It was also, like I said, it was always the charge nurse that was in giving me medication and everything. And new feeling I felt, I'm sure I would have felt it if I had the if I didn't have an epidural for the boys, was that I had felt the urge to push, but more like to go poop. That was my feeling. So the first time the church nurse, she let me go to the bathroom, and I tried, but I couldn't. And then came back to the bed. My contractions were getting worse, and I still had a urge to push to go. So the church nurse didn't want me getting up just because my contractions was getting worse. So she wanted me to use that pad, which is very embarrassing because I've never used them before, even though I've had placed them on patients before. But yes, I ended up doing that instead. And then the contractions was getting worse and worse. I can not bear it anymore. Ryan was constantly trying to comfort me, and me still waiting for the epidural, and I've honestly, I remember feeling like contractions with Micah because they had to induce me, but this one was just, I don't know what was going on. Like, the epidural wasn't there. Like, I needed it really badly, but I just see myself, like, I can hear myself, like, just couldn't bear it no more. I'm just constantly screaming, and I just start seeing about, I was like around 4, I started seeing like so many people rushing in, and then like all I hear is like, you need to hurry up and push. And I'm like, and I looked at Ryan and I was like where's my epidural? And they're like, and Ryan's like, it's too late, she's coming out. And I'm like, no, like I'm like constantly crying. I'm like, I need that epidural, like I can't do this. And they're like grabbing my legs like so like fast, like trying to spread it over so I can start pushing. I'm just like, no, I want the epidural. They're like, no, there's no time, you need to push now. And they're like 1, 2, 3, and I'm just like screaming. Like, I think it was like 4 screams, and then she finally came out. And it was really like, my gosh, I had the worst experience ever. Like, I was in so much pain. And honestly, I felt like this OB was just rushing or something, or like she was just, I was in so much pain. The medications were not helping, and I just gave birth, and I lost so much blood. And I don't know if like the other OBs with the boys were rough, just because I have those on epidural, so I couldn't really feel anything. But she was like going really rough, and I was in so much pain, and all I can hear is them telling me to calm down, calm down. Like, I'm like, how do I calm down? I just pushed out a baby. I just, like, I was in so much pain. Like, I felt like, honestly, like, out of the whole night, like, without Ryan being there, I don't think I would want to survive that night. Because I remember Ryan constantly grabbing my face just to look at his, like, give him, to look in his eyes, to tell him he told me to focus on him. And without that, I don't think I would have been able to survive that night. So I really thank Ryan for that. He was there for me, very supportive, and I love him so much. But anyways, yeah, I never experienced that before, and I'm happy that Layla's out in this world. But my experience with the nurses and the OB, I did not enjoy it like that. Like, I know it's not, well, it's supposed to be like a moment that you have giving birth, and I just felt like I was being like tossed, and like they didn't care. Like, other than the charge nurse, like, I felt like everybody was just not prepared that night. And I'm like a bit disappointed that I had to, I'm kind of upset that I had to go through that birth like that. But that was my birth experience. But yeah, I felt like even though that birth lasted like maybe like an hour, like shorter than the boys, like I felt like it was forever because of how I was treated in there. But anyways, that has passed, and that is my birth story with Layla. I don't regret having her. She, like I said, she is amazing, and I love her so much. The boys love her, everybody loves her. But even though I had that experience, I would love it to have another baby soon, or in the far future. But anyways, after giving birth, I stayed there for a day and a half, I believe, and then I left the afternoon. So but yeah, that is my birth story with Layla. She was born November 22nd at about 4, I would say 4:20 in the morning. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's try this one. So you guys also, oops, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping stuff, but here is it. There you go. Okay. As you guys, some of you guys know, if you guys have drank Vietnamese iced coffee or anything Vietnamese, it's very bitter. So that does not go well. I have nothing else to say about that one. But those are my snacks. So I like this one a lot. This one's really good. And I'm sure some of you guys will like this. For me, it's kind of like rice porridge, I would say, but it's sweet. I'm not a really big fan of porridge, but the flavor is okay. I guess I don't hate it. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. But yeah, as you guys see in the picture, she is growing so big. I would put and as you guys saw, we went to the beach the other day, and she enjoyed the sand. The boys love the sand. Ryan wanted to do something for them just because they haven't really been able to go out to the beach in a while. And every time we go to the beach, we always go fishing, so they don't ever get like an opportunity to go play in the sand. So but anyways, Also an update about what has been going on. As you guys know, we were living on our own in a little apartment. But of August of last year, 2024, we decided to move back with my in-laws. I had, I was working at the time, but because we thought it would be a bit easier when it comes with having Layla, we decided to move back. And it's been really amazing over here because honestly, without my in-laws or sister-in-law, I don't think I'd be able to handle it. Like even now, I have like mental breakdowns and like I go crazy, but who knows how it would be if we were still living on our own. But I had stopped working for a while, and I've just been at home taking care of Layla. We all decided that maybe it's best for me to stay home and wait and take care of Layla until she gets bigger, and then decide what I want to do for my career. I'm still certified to be a CNA. I kept that up, and Ryan's still working as a nurse. And update on my boys. My middle child, Jesse, last year, as you guys, we didn't have any videos, but he did start preschool last year in August. And first 2 weeks was a little rough. He constantly crying. I understand that because he was scared, and different from Micah is that Jesse is so used to having someone around, and but Micah, he was at that age, he was more like looking to hang out with friends, so that's why he was there. We're both different from there, but and then Micah, he was in first grade last year, so now at that time we were going to a different school near closer to our apartment, but since we moved into my in-laws, we are now going to a different school that's nearby. It's closer, like way easier, but even at that time, when we were living with my in-laws, we were still having them go to that school just because it was just because of their friends, and we didn't want to separate them. But because of how hard it's been to drop them off, it's been like, I don't know, that side of the town, they're constantly working on the road, so it's like so busy over there. And we would think by this, when summer ended, it would have they would have just finished it. But I feel like they're not even halfway done still. So we decided to, maybe it might be easier just for them to come to this new school, even though it means like letting their friends like go and all that. And I felt really bad because I know Micah and Jesse both enjoyed their friends in their school, but we thought like maybe since they're still young, they can still make new friends. So we decided to move them to the closer school, which has been really it's much more easier with dropping them off and picking them up, as for like what have we seen now. But Jesse, he still has some he's still scared. He was like, he doesn't cry as much when he was in preschool. Sorry, the comments are like stuck in my throat. But he still does get scared. But I can see that they're enjoying it. The only difference about this school, I feel like it's a little bit more strict. I don't know, like me and Ryan think like it's kind of more like a private school, just the way how it is. And I know, like, I asked Micah and Jesse a lot, like, do you guys miss your school? And they said yes. But because I do feel bad that they have so many friends. And but either way, like, Jesse would have went to a different school, because the preschool he was going to wasn't it was just a preschool. It wasn't like, it doesn't go up to like K to 6th grade. So either way, he would have had to make new friends. But I feel bad for Micah, because Micah he was constantly going to his friends' birthdays, and we were always trying to invite them to his birthdays too. But anyways, I'm hoping he does make friends. We're trying something a bit different this year. We usually do pack them like cold lunch when they were going to school back last time, but we're trying to get them to eat the hot lunch, and so far it's been okay. Sometimes they do say like when are we gonna pack them cold lunch, but I thought like honestly it's been a bit easier not having to pack them any cold lunch. I want them to be like to go out there and try, because I know they're very picky at home, especially Micah. So I'm hoping that they will get used to eating hot lunch. Because I told them that like whenever they go to school, they eat that, and then when they come, they can eat whatever they want. So it's been working out pretty well. But anyways, but yeah, nothing much has been going on. We've been going like some trips there and there, but not too much, just because we have all been on a budget lately, since I'm not working anymore. And but yeah, like I said, like it's been amazing. Layla she's growing so fast, and like, but yeah, but anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we missed out on, but anyways, Micah's gonna be starting soccer soon. You guys don't know that Micah and Jesse, they played soccer during the springtime of this year, and they loved it so much, especially Micah. Jesse, he was still kind of like at that age where he's at the age where he kind of like he plays, but he doesn't really like know. So we decided that was kind of like the same age when Micah was. We used to put Micah when he was 4, and he was just constantly making friends. He would like run around, and he would just like say hi, like hi Micah, like he was just it was so cute. So but yeah, we decided not to put Jesse for this fall, and just wait until he's ready. But Micah, he is ready. He's gonna be starting his practice tomorrow. So I'll show you guys some videos of that to see how it goes. And I'm not sure if we're supposed to have a game this Saturday, but we'll see. But anyways, yes, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys ever go to 99 Ranch, or I'm sure they have these like any any type of Asian store, like H Mark or like this or anything, give these a try. If you guys like Vietnamese iced coffee, you guys like bitter, maybe you guys might like the almonds. For me, I wasn't a big fan of this. Like, I was just keep this as a iced coffee instead. And like I said, for the mixed congee, there's different flavors. So if you guys do ever see these, like, give it a try. Like, it's not bad. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed my birth story. I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced something like this before, but and if you guys had, I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted you guys to. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please continue to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.